Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shawcraft One and my old barn door, and I've come to do the flip through of the Western Journal for our raffle for to help with the medical bills for Laura at Laughing Dogs Book Nook. If you want to know all of the details on what's going on with that raffle, you can click on the link below. I'm going to put a link in the description box to the raffle video that gives all of the information on the raffle and how it's going to work. I'll link that below, so just click on that and watch that video to give you all the details that you need to be able to participate in the raffle. So this is one of the journals that will be raffled off that will help to raise funds to pay for the medical bills. Laura's husband is going through cancer treatments, and so you know, we all know that when you're having a battle like that, the medical bills pile up quickly, and so we want to raise as much money as we possibly can to help go towards those medical bills. So with that being said, let's do a quick flip through. This is a vintage children's reader. I used the book cover of the vintage children's reader. This was a teacher's edition, and I absolutely loved the cover of it, and so I left it so that you can get the true vintage feel from the book cover. So that is the front and the back, and then on the spine, let me make sure you can see here, I have made a paper clip charm that has the little dangles, and it has the saddle charm and the little boot charm. Super cute little dangle there on this spine. And then of course I have a dangle here, or a charm here, on the tie, and this is a braided tie. So let's just open it up and go on in, and we'll do the quick flip through. Okay, now I did not want to do anything on the front cover because I love the authenticity of having the original cover in the book. It was in great shape, and so I just thought it was super cute to leave it like it is, and so that's what I did. This was actually the first page in the book, and I thought it was really cool to add that in and have a piece of the original book in the journal. Okay, you have a pocket here, and in the pocket I've stuffed in some cool little Western style stickers to go with it, and then just some ephemera to go with it. There's a cute little playing card there, cute little journaling card, and then a vintage Yahtzee card. Throughout the journal you will see lots of tabs and cute little additions, lots of sewing, well, not lots of sewing, but some sewing, and lots of stickers. There are lots of stickers to give it that Western feel. So you have the lined children's writing paper. You're going to have lots of vintage book pages in here that have cowboys and Indians. Super cute book pages. This one is a pocket here with a little tag with eyelash trim, and then some really cool horse game money, a playing card, and then this is just like an extra. You can use this as a tag or a journaling card, or you can use it to cut it up and decorate in your journal with. Okay, little banner tuck here with a scripture, another page tab there. Lots of coffee dyed paper in here. I absolutely love this. I can't remember where I got it, but someone gifted this to me, and it's an old Roy Rogers Trigger comic book cover, and so I definitely wanted to add that in because I thought that was a super cute piece of vintage ephemera to add in. Some of my color dyed papers. This is the mint green one. A children's book about horses, ledger paper with page tab. Children's book here. This was from a childcraft book. You have some of the I guess you call them raggedy snippets. That's what Artie Mays calls them, and that's who I learned to make them from. Thank you, Artie Mays. You are an amazing artist. And so I have some of those stickers, and I love this. This came from a super cute, very old vintage children's book, and it had the little cowgirl in it, and I thought it was so adorable, so I had to add one of those. Vintage book pages, vintage music. I have a tuck here with a tag, And then a piece of stationery with the horses on it. And then a vintage, like gardening, about herbs and stuff. I love how vintage that page is. So you can cut that up and use it for collage in your journal, or however you see fit to use it in your journal. Okay, vintage. I think this was actually from a Reader's Digest. And then you have the rusted paper clip that my sweet friend Rhonda sent me. Cute little journaling card there. Of course, I have to add some of my workbook pages in there, so I added some of those. Some ledger. I think this was from actually the original book too. I did incorporate several pages from the original book, and I just love how they look in the journal. These remind me of the Dick and Jane ones. This is an envelope pocket, so you have a little scripture card in the pocket. I'm not going to pull it out because y'all know I fight with that. Ridiculous. Vintage book pages. I think this one's on Jesse James. Have a page tab here with parchment paper. Vintage dictionary page. And I love this. This came from a vintage book about the Wild West. And so very colorful page there. Some of my avocado dyed paper. We have a pocket on the back side with a cool little playing card with a cowboy on it and a very vintage bingo card. And then this is just a piece from a book as well that you can use to decorate in your journal. Vintage book page. Another one of those snippets with the scripture underneath there. And then that is the center of the first signature. This journal is 2 signatures. There are 200 pages in the journal to be able to journal on. Little tuck here. It's got a vintage recipe card that someone has glued to a index card. And then some cute children's playing cards as well. Sweet little journaling card there underneath a rusted paper clip. Added some of my yo-yos in because I thought they went perfect with the journal. Another envelope tuck with a quote in there. This is the other side of that original book page with a page tab. Have a pocket here and some ephemera that I've added in. So you have a little, like a little questions and answer card there, and a cute little tag that I've added some vintage crochet at the top, and then this is piano paper, the piano roll paper on the back, and I've inked it up, and then you have a sweet little tag there. Tab there on the ledger paper. That's that vintage horse book, children's book. And then in this pocket, I've added in some eyelash trim on like a large spool, and a little journaling card. And then this is so cute, a little cowboy beef recipe page. So I thought that was cute to add into the journal as well. Excuse me. This is the other side of that Trigger comic magazine cover. You have an index card here under an altered paper clip, and then on the back side you have a scripture. Pocket here with a little spot for journaling, another little folded page with lined journaling, and a little trivial card there. That's the end of the first signature. And we start with the second signature. You have the rusty paper clip with the quote. And then you have a belly band here with a couple of journaling cards, a tag, and a scripture card. And then on this rusted paper clip, I just added in a little bag of goodies. It's scraps from the papers that I used in the book. So you have some stuff to go along with your book and play with it throughout the book. You can make clusters or collages or whatever. Cute little children's horse book. This is a couple of vintage playing cards. Of course, I shared one of my Holly Hobby ones because I thought he was so stinking cute. And then a vintage receipt there. Page tab there. And then I did the, I got this idea from my friend Rhonda Atchison, who is an amazing journal maker. And so I scrap lifted this from you, Rhonda. Thank you for the idea. So super cute. I just stitched them down the edge of the page. Vintage book pages. Here's a tuck, one of the cluster tucks with a scripture in there. A little page tab there on one of the children's vintage workbook pages. This is another of the original pages that was in the book, and I loved it with the horses on it. It's another different book page. This is a pocket here on the side, and I gave you like a jumbo size little playing card there, and then a little playing card there from a children's game. And then I did some mixed media work with a napkin decoupage onto a library card. Is that right? Yeah, a library card. And just kind of tucked it in there. This is a paper bag little pocket here. On this side, I just gave you a little piece to use for decoration in your journal. Little doily that I stitched onto the page there, and I tucked in a quote or a journal, a scripture on each side. You have a page tab there. Sorry, I'm trying to keep this in frame, but the book keeps sliding around on me. Vintage book page. This is a envelope pocket here with a scripture in it. This is a childcraft book page, and on the back you have one of those clusters with a scripture tucked underneath. Avocado dyed paper for the center. And then I made a little pocket out of a square doily. You have some burlap tucked in there, and then this really, really cute collaged card that I made. Vintage children's book page. This is from a childcraft book. And then there's the other side of that envelope pocket with another scripture in it. We have a pocket here, and I put in a vintage book page about poker. I thought that was a cute idea to add in with the Western stuff. So you have the poker book page, and then a little poker card or a playing card. And then I gave you one of my favorite new finds. It's vintage wallpaper. How pretty is that? I absolutely love it, and I thought it went perfect with the farmhouse or the Western style journal. So I added you a large size piece in there for you to be able to play with in your journal, tear it apart, make things with, whatever you want to do with it. Let me get this tucked in here. Sorry for scooting the book around. You just don't want to stay still. Another page tab there on parchment paper. And then that's your children's writing paper. Another one of those library pockets that I made out of a paper bag. You have a cute little pocket on this side, and it's got an adorable, I love these little journaling cards, and I backed it with the avocado dyed paper. And then I made another one of those library cards with the mixed media and decoupage napkin on there. The other side of the original book page from the book. Giddy up, girlfriend. I love that sticker. I thought it was so stinking cute. You have a scripture underneath that cluster there. Page tab there. And a scripture or a quote underneath there. Uh-oh, I stuck my page together a little. So you have a cute little pocket here made out of a cluster, and I added in another one of those sweet, sweet little journaling cards with it's backed with the avocado dyed paper. And then you have a children's playing card and a vintage receipt in there. A little scripture there on a cluster. Vintage music. Page tab there. And then this is another one of those altered paper clips, and I just put a large size journaling card there for you. You can use it as a journal card or a photo mat. And that is the last page in the journal with a scripture there. I have this tucked into the book for you to play with, and then a couple of stickers that I had left over, so I tucked those in. You have my patch here, a scripture tucked in, another one of those cards with eyelash trim on it for you to play with, and then of course my card. So that is the end of the Western style journal. I'm going to tuck this down under this so that it doesn't go anywhere. And that is the Western style journal that will be up for grabs in the raffle. So again, if you want to know about the raffle, click on the link below for the video for that, giving all the details and descriptions of how we're doing the raffle. And yeah, we'll end the raffle on October 4th. And again, this is pretty stuffed, so it's got alligator mouth, but once you take out the stickers and, you know, the things like that, you'll have plenty of room to add in your own little goodies and your own personality into the journal. So that is the Western journal that will be up for grabs. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment box below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Run over and check out the raffle video, or you can go to Salena's channel at Amour Fabrics and check out her silent auction videos. She has some journals over there that are going to be auctioned off as well. She's doing a silent auction this week on those, so run over and make sure you get what you want while you can. So thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all have a great day. Big hugs.